Warning, this video contains spoilers from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. If you have not played this game and do not wish to be spoiled, click away now. Now without further ado, let's take a closer look into The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword had 25 years of history to get inspiration from. Not only does Skyward Sword make numerous references to Zelda games we all know and love, but it took various elements that made older Zelda games great, and put it into one package. This video will feature some interesting information as well as a quick refresher of the events of Skyward Sword. So let's sit back and take a look at the history of Skyward Sword. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is the first game in the Zelda timeline, serving as an origin story for the series. Skyward Sword was released on the Nintendo Wii on November 20th in North America. Skyward Sword was the first Zelda game to use one-to-one motion controls thanks to the Wii Motion Plus. Releasing the same year as the 25th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series, Skyward Sword had a lot of history to take from, and it did just that. Selling just under 4 million units, Skyward Sword wasn't great in terms of sales, but don't take this game lightly based on that. Taking place not in Hyrule, but on a floating city called Skyloft, Skyward Sword follows Link as he trains to become a knight in the Knight Academy. However, as fate would have it, Link's training would be put to the test as an ancient evil threatens Skyloft, the land below, and life as he knew it. Plagued with visions of his dear friend Zelda being kidnapped by an evil entity, Zelda's fate seemed to be all but written. After his vision comes to pass, Link is met with a messenger of the goddess Hylia. Link is given access to the statue of the goddess, where he is given the Goddess Sword, a blade forged by Hylia for the chosen hero and can only be wielded by the chosen hero. With the help of his new companion Fi, a spirit who lives in the Goddess Sword, Link quickly finds his way to the land below, only to discover that the legends of the ancient war between good and evil were indeed true. Looking to resurrect his master, the Demon King Demise, Girahim pursues Zelda for her connection to the ancient war that happened centuries before. Meeting many new or familiar faces in the land below, Link travels throughout the land below, eventually forging the now infamous Master Sword. With his new sword in hand, Link eventually defeats the resurrected Demise, sealing him away in the Master Sword, thus dubbing it the Blade of Evil's Bane. With his final breath, Demise vows that he will rise once again, cursing the spirit of the hero and the bloodline of the goddess, serving as a connection to future villains in the series. Many years after the events of Skyward Sword, the descendants of Hylia, the Hylians, eventually formed the land we all know as Hyrule. Skyward Sword not only serves as an origin story for the Zelda series, but is a great game in its own right. It does a great job at setting up future games with numerous connections left for the player to find and interpret. Skyward Sword set out to encompass elements from the 25-year history of the Zelda series, and it did just that. I bet you didn't know. The red bird seen on the Hylian shield represents the hero and his Loftwing. However, since the design is already seen in Skyward Sword, it is believed to be fate that has chosen Link and his companion to save the world. The goddess Hylia had a bird-like crest, and the people of Skyloft rode giant birds. The crest of the royal family incorporates the bird as well as the Triforce in its design. Later on in the game, Link comes across time shift stones that control time. Since they are the same color as the Ocarina of Time and perform a similar function, there is a high probability that they are made of the same materials. Since the goddess harp and the harp used by Sheik in Ocarina of Time look so much alike, there is a high chance that they are one and the same. Loftwings are designed after real birds called shoebills. The Demon King Demise was designed with only one instruction, that he needed to be big. He has been compared to a kaiju, which is the Japanese word for a strange beast. During the wing ceremony, Instructor Olin states that the Knight Academy is celebrating its 25th anniversary, in reference to the 25th anniversary of the Zelda series. The Temple of Time seen in Ocarina of Time is thought to be built directly over the ruins of the Sealed Temple by Rauru. And that concludes the first episode of the History of Hyrule series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. I'd like to hear what you guys thought of Skyward Sword. Did you guys love Skyward Sword as much as I did? Because I thought this game was pretty awesome. Let me know down below. And check out the description for any important links you guys may need. And subscribe if you haven't already for more Zelda and other gaming content. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace!